Record!
If Sean Sandbrook said that to me, I'd probably come.
What's
Not
going
lost.
on?
We're just talking bollocks, isn't it? How would you say that Franklin compares to a Weatherspoon's hot dog?
We've done one podcast now. I'm pretty much a professional at this point.
That's
Yeah, totally. Thanks for all the subscribers, guys. By the way, I was domestically abused.
All these geeks have been gifted with
giant cocks.
Welcome back to the second episode of the podcast. Once again, I'm joined by Evil Lewis.
Hello!
And also, I'm joined by Jess.
Harriet.
I think we should start off by thanking everybody for listening to the last podcast. I don't know about you guys, but I didn't see it going quite so well.
I mean,
I thought it
you've
was-
got no faith in yourself.
Again, you never can tell how something's going to be received, though, can you? So, but I think it's this at this early stage, because I mean, at the time of recording, the first podcast's been up for like just over a day, and I think it's safe to say it was kind of a roaring success.
Well,
It was definitely well received.
yeah.
Don't want to blow our own trumpets, but you know.
I've done some research, and we are officially the most popular theme park based podcast in the UK.
Woo woo!
Yeah,
Nice.
Not in the world, just the
Who's
UK.
the most popular in the world?
I can't even remember their
We're
names.
gonna have to fight
You
them.
posted it earlier. Was it that defunct
Yeah.
land?
That's it. Yeah, some Americans talking about Disney.
Oh, so my dream.
Pretty much. I think.
Can we
I
do
thought this
Disney
was your
episode?
dream.
Nah. Disney episode's the dream. Did I ever tell you that when I was in Paris this summer, I was meant to be with Chris?
See now that does ring a bell, because I remember you saying that Chris is going to be there the same time as you.
Yeah.
So it was
He
pre.
had
It was
He had a
pre-booked.
meet-up in Park Asterix or something. And I was meant to be going to that, and I didn't go because I wanted to be at Disney. And he was like, "Oh, I'll just come to Disney afterwards and stay with you." I was like, "Okay, no."
You were like, okay.
Yeah, he wanted round two in Paris. See,
I don't need any more regrets in my life.
like you was both talking for quite a while before it happened in Blackpool, and then you was arranging to meet in Paris. So like, I kind of think that you had a bit of a soft spot for Chris.
I told you this.
I'm pretty sure that what you told us was just tales of remorse and regret.
No, Lewis, I didn't
Yeah.
tell you this.
Oh,
I
okay.
told Adam
Okay.
this.
I can't remember.
Thanks.
You conveniently can't remember, so you're going to have to tell us all again.
Honestly,
Funny that.
my memory is shocking.
No, I'm sure I said in the last podcast as well, though, that when I first found Theme Park Worldwide, I was like, "Who on earth are these nerds?" It's really endearing that they're all so ugly and virginous.
Okay.
And then
That's one way of looking at it.
I followed them all on Twitter, and they all followed me back because I'm sexy.
Because girl, basically, that's the only reason. They were like, girl, follow.
And it was just before I went to California, and they've all been to California together. And I tweeted something about, like, "Oh, if anyone's got recommendations for this or this, let me know." And Chris treated me, and then made an inappropriate joke about going on a Goodwood tour, and
What?
slid in the DMs.
Wait, who made that joke?
Chris.
Well,
It's so smooth.
It was pretty smooth, like, I'm not gonna lie.
If you're listening, Chris, you're a smooth operator.
he really is. He is the dog of the theme park community
Yeah,
from what we have gathered in recent, over the months and in recent and today. Damn.
Absolutely.
Like,
the boy puts
I
it
felt
about.
man gets a
awful.
rap. He does get about, yeah.
I felt awful on that Facebook status.
Which one?
Because I didn't realise that he was talking. Well, he was basically with someone when he was talking to me.
Yeah.
Because we started
but
talking
most-
in January. I didn't sleep with him till the end of April, and then we were talking till like June.
So what about after Blackpool? Was there any contact after that, or did it just all get awkward? and
Nah,
just stop?
we talked inappropriately.
Whew,
So it wasn't instant regret and instant remorse. I think that's the most shocking revelation yet, to be honest with you.
No, it was instant regret and instant remorse. I just liked the attention.
So both of our reaction is just
I don't know how to explain it without just sounding like a total nutcase, but alas, I am a total nutcase. So
To be fair,
also known as a girl.
respect women, Lewis. You're supposed to do that.
I always respect women and women.
right. Seeing as we've been speaking about a love story, I think it's time to move on to the main topic of today's podcast. Now, I'm not even sure that you two know what we're going to be talking about, but we're going to be talking about theme park couples.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
Are there even that many? Are there enough to talk about?
Yeah.
No, there are not, because most enthusiasts are tragic virgins. But still, we've thought of a few.
Well, we're going to start off on a bit of a sad note, because one of the main theme park vlogging couples sadly broke up just a couple of weeks ago, and that is Ruby and Joe TV.
You need to stop doing that.
No, I'm fully aware that I'm saying the name the wrong way round, because I believe that channel is only successful because of Ruby.
I believe Joe tweeted something sort of to that effect, not quite, but
Something about a tits, wasn't it?
Oh yeah,
there we go.
If you put tits in the thumbnail, you're gonna get views. To be fair, he was referring to the most watched video on their channel. It's something like naked ladies at a theme park or something like that, and there's a couple of naked statues in the thumbnail, and that got like 200,000 views or.
Okay.
Ding dong.
Is
Rubies.
that realistically what he was talking about? Because the tweet says, also big thanks to Ruby for being a part of the channel. Tits and thumbnails do work.
Yeah, it does sound a little bit aggy. But yeah, there was comments from that video with I don't know if there was enthusiasts or not, but they was complaining because there weren't actually any tits in the video.
We were misled. We were led to believe they would be tits.
Pretty much. So yeah, it was
I want a refund.
You need to put tits in the title for this.
Yeah. Well, didn't we have an offer? We had an offer, didn't we? If someone sending in.
I think we did. I can just give you a photo of mine.
I mean,
friendly content.
I mean, it would skyrocket the views, but.
Well, I mean, Chris Franklin's already got the photos, so you lot might as well have them.
We could put little pictures of Chris covering the nipples.
Or I can just give you one when I'm wearing underwear.
I'm not going to touch this one again.
Yeah, again.
Sorry.
We're slipping into dangerous territory. To Joe.
Kind of like Franklin did. Anyway.
Wow, are you saying I'm dangerous territory?
I didn't say anything. I no.
Yeah.
Anyway, I believe Moss was talking about an entirely wholesome subject that we can carry on discussing in safety.
Yeah. Joe and Ruby TV. If you haven't seen them, they got about 2,000 subscribers. And
something like that.
Yeah, they're quite well known within the theme park community, I'd say, in the UK.
Yep.
They've both appeared on Theme Park Worldwide, not so long ago actually. It was like last year sometime.
Yeah, I think Sean went to
Was it like Movie Park Germany?
Yeah, I think Sean was in Germany and Joe and Ruby were working over there, so I think they met up and basically
gangbang.
Blagged. I think I couldn't possibly comment, but they did. I'm pretty sure blag a lift from Joe to a local park that Sean didn't want to pay to get to because he's a little bit tight from what we know.
A little bit.
Yeah. A little bit tight.
A little bit. He doesn't like to spend his money, all that ad revenue.
That's the
he
name
likes
of
to
his
keep it to himself.
Right, anyway, getting back to Joe and Ruby again, their relationship was on and off. I'd always see tweets about 1 minute they hate each other, then the next minute they love each other, and then out of nowhere, Joe released a video.
He did.
And we was all quite shocked by the video, I think. Well, I was anyway. I don't know about you.
A little bit, yeah. I was a bit.
And it was strange because in the video, I'm going to show a few clips from the video, when I edit later, but he started off by saying that the video wasn't meant to shame Ruby, but then he proceeded to make some quite strong allegations.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Something along the lines of her being a domestically abusive alcoholic slag, I think.
Pretty much, that sums it up. Yeah, he alleged...
Not very nice things to say about your ex-girlfriend.
He alleged violence on 3 separate occasions in the video.
And he specifically posted on the screen that it was violence towards him.
Yeah, the first time he mentioned... Yeah. Oh, that's a funny clip. It got me. The words.
I just can't believe
I don't think that was the intended effect, but
that's when things actually became violent. It was clear the outcome would be the same again. Violence again. Things didn't end well when I did tell her that was it. There's again just frustration and violence again.
Well, I was confused by the video because the video was monetized and...
Yeah, but then he was like, oh, well, it's going to charity. Well, is it?
No, but in the
charity?
video... in the video description, there was no mention of the money being sent to a charity. There was a
link to a charity, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Link
no
Refuge.
The only mention he made of it was when he said something like, if you're going through something similar, there's a link in the description to get help.
Yeah.
I'm taking this opportunity to make awareness of domestic violence as a thing. People often associate it with just women. having to suffer from this, but it's not. It's men too and children.
But he monetised the video, but without saying where the money was going to, which apparently was a mistake.
Yeah, but
And,
makes it fair game for us to talk about it.
Yeah, but then he also, like, I think the video title was something like, "Here's what's going on. Oh, and by the way, thanks for 2,000 subscribers."
It was.
It was a bit weird that, yeah, it was like, thanks for all the subscribers, guys. By the way, I was domestically abused. I don't know.
That's not funny. I
It's a
shouldn't be
little-
laughing at that. It's a
No,
little bit
but
And
yeah.
when I first saw that video, it got to me. I was thinking like, wow, like, is Ruby really like that? And then within, what was it, about half an hour, like, Ruby responded on Twitter with a really long statement.
refuted the allegations. I have
Yeah.
the statement.
Yeah, and what she had to say really painted the whole situation in a different light for me.
Well, there's always two sides to every story, I think. It
Yeah,
just-
if anything, I would actually go a step further just before. If I don't know if you're gonna like go through the response, but I'd say there's actually like three sides to a story because you've got one person's side, another person's side, and then somewhere in between there you've got what actually happened. But
Yeah.
that's me being like diplomatic and stuff. So
Some choice comments from Ruby's statement. Begins with, so there's this video, in capital letters, going around that my ex has made, in quotations, oh so bravely. And you know what? It's so full of shit that I'm going to link it to your heart emoji. And basically she says that she's been too scared to say anything, but he's been blackmailing her.
Yeah.
yeah, she accused him of being a crazy stalker and blackmailing her basically, and making her life a living hell. And
Yeah, basically, he was holding the video over her for like a month, saying like, if you don't do this, if you don't do that, then I'm going to release this video. And in the end, she just said like, release it.
And he did. And then they said they were friends again.
Oh yeah, that was after.
yeah, like the next day,
Yeah.
And then
oh,
they've
everything's-
fallen out again, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
maybe. Who can even keep up? I don't know.
But after the after Joe alleged that Ruby was violent, like Ruby said that she'd never laid a hand on him, only to protect her own personal space, which Joe kept invading.
But then she went back on it and said she had been violent.
Did she?
I think she did.
She was basically saying like she would have.
deleted all the tweets,
She's got like
didn't
a diagnosed anxiety disorder, and when
Yeah,
she
generalised anxiety disorder, it's what I've got.
yeah, and then she'd have like panic attacks, and she'd be crying, and apparently Joe would just film her while she's having these panic attacks.
Because that's what you do.
Just whip out his iPhone and start recording. Dude.
Oh, Harry Hill's gonna love this. 250 quid coming my way.
Stop.
Yeah, and basically he'd like use the videos against her, saying like, look, you need to take your antidepressants, otherwise we can't be together.
And she was saying that the antidepressants were making her even more suicidal, which is something I can relate to a lot.
Yeah, and she was saying
that's
that
a pretty shitty thing to do.
yeah, she's saying that's a form of abuse in itself, which it kind of is, really.
It's not kind of, it is.
Exactly. So it's a tricky one, really. But I don't know. I'd say I'm like, if I had, I'm not taking sides. I'm trying to remain completely neutral. But if I had to pick a side, I'd say I'm like 60% in Ruby's favour and 40% Joe's.
I think I'm a bit biased towards Ruby because we've got the same sort of mental health issues, by the sounds of it.
Yeah, and the way that Joe's gone about it, like, made it
And also-
public.
Yeah, I wouldn't post a video about being domestically abused
Yeah.
and then preface it with, this isn't to shame my ex-girlfriend, but here's all of these reasons that you shouldn't like my ex-girlfriend.
That was a bit of a weird contradiction for me. It was like I wanted to be. I don't want to be disrespectful to her, and I want I want to keep things on good terms to her. But she was abusive, and she was really hard work to be with, and I'm so it was a bit. I don't know.
And like, I'm not saying that Joe was lying or anything. Like, Ruby said that most of what he said was true. It was just put across wrong.
But to go public with something like that, I don't know.
Like I'm totally sympathetic
Yeah.
for like being in a relationship with someone that is difficult. I know it can be difficult to be with someone with those kind of mental health issues when it seems like they're not helping themselves at all. But it's not really the way I would go about dealing with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Another allegation that Joe made was that Ruby wanted an open relationship.
Ruby came over and said to me when she arrived, I don't think we'll struggle with the distance. I can do what I want, and you can do what you want. Which sounds the way it sounds. She basically wanted an open relationship.
And then in the comments of the video, Ruby I think Ruby said something like, I've never cheated, like, it's bullshit.
It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not.
And then Joe...
Didn't she say something like that that how can she want to sleep with someone else when she hates everybody, or something like that?
That was it, yeah,
I
that was
don't
it.
know.
And then Joe.
And then Joe basically just names and shames. I can't remember the people's names, but...
Hang on, I've got screenshots.
I remember one of them.
It was
what
like
about,
Suits.
What about Dick Pic Nick and Suits Mike?
That's it. That's it.
Dick Pic Nick. I want to know who that is.
Yeah.
Nick Hudson, obviously. He does theme
Is it
park
Nick
audio.
Hudson?
Of course it's
Probably
not.
not. No. Hello, I make theme park audio. Do you want to see my instrument? No, probably not. But you know.
Aw. No.
It looks like something out of Wallace and Gromit, I think.
He looks like Sean Sandbrook from another dimension, like an alternate universe.
But anyway, back to Joe and Ruby yet again. Do you think they'll ever get back together? Because quite near the end of Ruby's statement, she said something like, Joe's been trying to turn all of her friends against her by telling them all the stuff that she said about them. But then apparently he started to beg her to come back.
Yeah, hang on. All the typical post-breakup worries, and it just made me think, what kind of sociopath goes on a mission to ruin your life and then begs for you back? One that wants me to have no friends and no one to turn to but him. So obviously I blocked him again, and then he kept emailing her because that's the only thing he can contact her on, because he's blocked her and everything else.
But obviously he alleged physical violence, like, once.
Which should be taken seriously always.
Yeah, of course. But then they got back together. Then it happened again, and they got back together. And then it
Yeah, but
happened
that's
again.
sort of the pattern for domestically abusive relationships, is that you keep going
Yeah,
back because
just
you
like-
don't know that there's anything wrong with it.
Yeah, and like high conflict relationships like that in general.
This is very deep. This is a very
It's-
deep conversation.
This is not the like light-hearted, irreverent, laugh-a-minute podcast that we did last week.
Yeah.
No.
We're going to have
Not
to
yet,
sort it out.
anyway. It's all right. It's all right. I'm sure we've got some good stuff coming. Keep listening, guys, please.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think like it's probably fair to kind of summarize by just saying that they were quite a well-liked YouTube vlogging couple.
I think it's safe to say that they were the YouTube vlogging couple that everyone liked.
Yeah. And I think
Like both sides, like the TPW side and the sort of, like our side, like the anti side.
the dark side.
Yeah, we all liked Jordan.
Yeah, but I don't know about anyone else, but I kind of got the impression that a lot of people thought that Joe was punching above his weight.
That's because everyone is punching above their weight with Ruby because she's beautiful.
I know it's controversial to say, but I think a lot of people probably do think that.
Maybe. Would this be a good point to mention that I have reason to believe that a certain Mr. Chris Franklin was putting a shift in with Ruby back in 2000 and was it 15?
Yeah,
Is
I
anyone
haven't.
that
I
Chris
got a
Franklin
screenshot of
hasn't
the
put a
vlog.
shift in with?
Yeah. Basically, there was a Chessington vlog from Theme Park Worldwide, and I'm thinking it was 2015. Correct me if I'm wrong. And Ruby was with them, along with some other guy who his name I forget, unfortunately. Obviously, Sean Sandbrook, Chris Franklin. Near the start of the vlog, Sean was basically openly mocking the fact that the channel that Ruby was on at the time, Moist TV, had something like 22 subscribers.
What, sorry? What was it called?
Moist TV. I believe that was a channel she did with like a couple of other people. I'm
What's
not
his
sure.
name? Is it Aaron Gray something? He's alright. He's
Could
a
be.
sound. Yeah, he's alright. Because
I don't know.
he used to say Moist in his vlogs all the time, and Backseat Blackout completely ripped him off.
Backseat Blackout haven't had original banter since they were born, so...
Oh, damn.
See,
Controversial.
yeah, I'm debating whether to leave that in or not, but I think it will make the final cut.
I thought everybody loved Backseat Blackout.
I don't dislike them. I do.
Anyway,
Wow.
Anyway, we'll leave that there because we're actually going to be talking about our favourite and least favourite vloggers later on. So
Yeah, fair enough, yeah.
Well, you can cut that out and put it back in later.
back to the story.
Back to Chessington. So yeah, Sean near the start was openly mocking the fact that the channel she was on only had something like 22 subscribers.
Rude.
Later on, basically, Sean was having a look round. I think they'd like built a new hotel or something like that, and he was having a look round there with the other guy who wasn't Chris Franklin. Again, forget who he was. And then Sean turns the camera to himself And using air quotes and everything, I'm sure you'll include the clip. What was it? Chris and Ruby have gone back to the car. Yeah, that's what we're calling it.
Ruby and Chris have just gone back to the car, so they're bringing it round.
But maybe that's just because Sean wished he was going air quotes back to the car with Ruby.
But then the thing about that was that in the vlogs following that, you know how quite often in their vlogs, Sean he'll see a theming object, like a character, and he'll liken it to someone. He'll see a fat theming creature and he'll go, oh, there's Alex Crump over there, the milkman, wanting his milk. And he'll see a monkey or a gorilla and he'll be like, there's Leewood, Mr. Leewood, everybody. Oh, yes. He'd start doing that with Ruby. He'd be like, oh, and there's Ruby Withers. Or, I don't know, just they'd be making like really suggestive comments.
Yeah, but about what kind of theming? Like, was he pointing at like big fucking gaping holes and nets and shit?
Yes, things like that. Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Literally. And saying things like, oh, yeah, Ruby Withers, she likes a good ride, doesn't she, eh? Oh, yeah. And all that. And you're like, what went down? What?
I'm not going to lie. If Sean Sandbrook said that to me, I'd probably come.
It does
Jesus.
It does make you think though, because like all the stuff that happened in Blackpool opening weekend. Imagine if every single theme park worldwide trip is that wild.
I bet they are.
I'm sure they are.
I
At
remember
least that wild.
being privy to some information from Mr. Chris Franklin that the year that I went to Blackpool, which was last year, like opening weekend, they all went out and got pissed, and apparently it was mental. Like everyone was mortal and like screaming at each other and shit.
There was someone on the Meme Park Worldwide secret Facebook group who mentioned something about this, didn't
Not a
they?
secret anymore.
It's still a secret in that you can only get in by invite only.
Right,
well, thank you.
Where were we? We've talked about Franklin and Ruby going back to the car.
Yep.
Theme park couples.
That's basically it. That's basically it with that one. Yeah, I just have this theory that firstly, Franklin was trying to get in with Ruby, and secondly, that based on Sean's innuendos that he was throwing around following that, maybe he had some success. I really wouldn't like to say.
Sean's
I don't know.
innuendos. Well,
I really hope we didn't, because I can't compete with Ruby.
yeah, but no offense, Jess. I just can't see Ruby doing that.
Thanks, man.
But never underestimate the ability of a girl who is currently feeling low about herself to make terrible choices and decisions.
Yeah, and she
Right,
might
Jess?
she might have heard the rumours about his giant schlong.
She could have done. The legends, the myths.
Fuck's sake. They're not legends or myths.
So, well, they are now.
Well, no, because it's true.
Right. Anyway, I'd say the main theme park power couple have got to be Sean and Charlotte.
Sure not.
Sure not.
Hashtag OTP.
They're the obvious choice.
But I get the impression that it's not going to last.
Well, I think it's hard to say that because
Remember the video, I think we spoke about it in the last podcast, that I made about Caitlin and Sean when they was in the world of theme parks together. And Sean makes a comment like, he says something about a bit on the side, and then he glances over at Caitlin.
That's the thing. That's sort of, that's the thing. Sort of a bit on the side, you know.
He does?
Yeah.
oh
Oh,
no.
shit. I need to go and rewatch that because I think I watched that video, but I remember the sense of sexual tension was palpable, but I don't remember that.
There was so much flirting, like non-stop. It was relentless flirting.
You even made a video on it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Like in the description.
Go and watch it, folks.
Oh, what was it called?
Oh my goodness.
I don't know.
Hang about. I'll find it. You two talk.
That's what we're doing. We're talking anyway.
Anyway,
I can still hear you.
Sean Not. They've been together for quite some time now. It's been...
Like 5 years, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been 4.5 years around that time. And Charlotte...
So she was like... Didn't we work out that she was like 16 when they met? And
Charlotte's just celebrated her 21st birthday. So that would mean she would have been about 16, just over 16. And Sean would have been about 20, 21. It's definitely not illegal, but it's certainly frowned upon.
it's a little bit creepy. Mm-hmm. But we'll come back to that one in a future edition of the podcast.
Yeah, we will. Which is
Big time.
It's kind of similar to Alex Crump. Like, I can't believe he's only just turned 21.
Has he?
And
Yeah.
Oh
He
my
is
god,
so
he looks
balding.
about 46.
I do
He looks
feel
older
sorry.
than Lewis.
yeah, and I'm like 112 years old, and I look better than Crump. Not, I'm not even going to front. I just totally do. But
Anyway, back to Sean and Charlotte.
and they're questioning their status as the ultimate theme park power couple.
Yeah, I think there's a few people eyeing the throne.
I mean, Sean definitely has. He is definitely King Sandwich, or whatever you want to refer to him.
King Sandwich.
He is undoubtedly the king of the nerds. He knows
Yeah.
he's the king of the nerds. You know, he basically goes to his meetup, stands on a rock, throws his arms in the air, and goes, all hail me, king of the nerds! You may now present your offerings of Milka." You know, it's
That's true. That is
Is that what
true.
happens?
Yeah.
I might have to
yes,
go.
that's.
If you go to a meetup, you better be bringing some fucking Milka, all right?
Yes. Or like a framed picture of fan art that you've drawn. I think that was another thing that he had that he was showing on camera.
I
That,
guarantee he gathers them all up and just chucks them in the skip.
not the Milka, he doesn't.
No. Oh, no.
He needs the calories. There's only so many calories you can get from nuggets and hot dogs, dry hot dogs.
You like nuggets?
He loves nuggets.
Right, there's nothing wrong with nuggets.
I'm
I mean,
quite impressed by Sean, the way like he goes to different countries all around the world, and the first thing he does is manage to find some chicken nuggets.
I
Yeah.
envy him, to be honest.
He's like
'cause
got nugget radar.
we need to get him on this podcast and be like, look, where's the nugget radar? We know you've
Sean,
got it.
Sean, he doesn't even acknowledge my existence. Well, he did
They
earlier
acknowledged you today.
in a quote.
Yes, this
no.
very day he did.
Has anyone got that?
We've got the screenshot.
Didn't someone say that? By the way, do you know there's a channel called The Moss Machine, and he mocks everyone on Facebook worldwide?
There
That
is
was
a channel
basically it,
mocking
yeah.
the gang of TPW. It's called The Moss Machine. It's quite horrible, really. Slanty face. How do you know about
Quite
this?
horrible, really.
And they replied saying, "We do indeed. However, we'll always carry on and provide videos that we're passionate about delivering."
He's passionate about nuggets. That's about it. That's all I've established.
No. He also likes dry hot dogs,
Battered
And
sausage
sausages.
rolls,
breadcrumbs.
jam sandwich. No, he doesn't like breadcrumbs. He doesn't like them. He's not sure about them. He's never encountered them before. To be quite honest, they scare him. But, you know,
Oh no! God's sake! Have you ever like? I want to know where they came from. How did this group of just absolute?
I
yeah,
think,
how do you make it to your mid-20s
Yeah.
and not know what breadcrumbs are?
I think I was
How?
about probably about 5 or 6, and I understood the concept of a breadcrumb.
Yeah.
So drinking game for the next podcast. Take a shot every time we see allegedly. We should also do that.
I think you're going to win, Jess. You're an alcoholic. We can't keep up.
You can't keep saying I'm an alcoholic because this is in public domain on the internet.
Okay,
and
I'll
I'm
say
not
it
an
again.
alcoholic.
Yeah.
Last time you was drinking wine. What are you drinking tonight?
Vodka.
You're not making yourself look good. Me and Lewis in the group chat were talking about what drinks we're going to have. Lewis said he's having a cup of tea. I'm drinking some flavoured water. And Jess said, "What the f*** are you talking about?" As if she had no understanding of soft
Yeah.
drinks.
We were speaking a foreign language as far as she was concerned.
She only understands alcohol.
You're painting such a stereotypical picture of the Geordie.
I think you're doing that single-handedly.
Yeah, I think it's Geordies that do that, to be honest with you.
There's nothing wrong with enjoying a drink, right? I've got to go to uni tomorrow. I need drink to cope with that fact. What? Lewis!
Yes, hello. What?
It sounded like he fell asleep and he was snoring in his mic.
Was I? I think I'm just concentrating. I was looking at my phone trying to see if I've got the same options, but I don't, so I'm not dead.
Nah, it
We're all
was
checking
fine.
our pings. Right, anyway, back to Sure Not. Will there ever be a Thing Park Worldwide wedding?
I hope so. I hope we're invited.
See,
That's
how-
never going to happen.
I could see it happening in a few years' time. He's going to have to pop the question eventually, isn't he?
In a few years, but he's been with her like, what is it, nearly 5? It's nearly 5 years now.
Yeah.
I'd expect a
hope he vlogs
proposal
it.
at 6 months on the dock.
How do you think he's going to do it? With an onion ring?
Oh my god.
Does Sean
He's
eat
gonna
onion
put the
rings?
ring-
Battered,
he's gonna Put
battered.
the ring into a chicken nugget, and when she eats it, she's gonna choke to death on the ring.
And
Because he's bought her a kids' meal, because he can only afford to buy her kids' meals.
Well, no, he can afford to buy a lot more than the kids' meals, but he's only willing to pay for kids' meals. Like when he took her to the roller coaster
that was-
restaurant at Alton Towers.
oh,
Was that an anniversary meal or something? Was
I
that?
think it
that was
was.
amazing. That was amazing. When he accidentally said, "Oh, this is your treat, by the way," and then he said, "Oh no, actually, it's my treat."
I'm paying for this one. Like that's the big gesture. I'm paying for this one.
This
and then the
one.
food comes out. Charlotte's having a kids' meal. It's like, what? Your girlfriend of like 4 years at the time. Or,
Do you reckon?
who you?
Do you reckon anybody else on Thing Park Worldwide sees any of the ad revenue, or do you reckon it's all Sean?
Are you
Oh,
giving us
Sean,
any
not-
of the ad revenue?
Well, if you remember last time, Jess, you said you didn't want any, so it's all mine and Lewis's, I'm afraid.
I said what? You cut out there.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fine. Don't Don't worry about Moss cutting out because you're recording that at your end, so that's cool.
Yeah.
You won't hear that, but
Yeah, but I didn't hear what he said. Is the problem?
Anyway, yeah. in the last episode, you said you didn't want any of the profits, so it's all mine and Lewis's.
Prove it.
yeah, I don't think that actually made it into the final cut of the podcast. So
Yeah, but I've still got the original copy, so we're all good.
that's all right then. Yeah. You did say that you didn't want any of the profits, so I guess me and Moss are splitting the ad revenue.
But are you giving Lewis the ad revenue?
If he wants it.
I mean, I totally want to fill a Scrooge McDucky vault with Freddos and just swim around in those bad boys.
Freddos are getting too expensive, man.
Yeah, that's why I need all this ad revenue to buy them.
So, getting back to what we were talking about, no, I don't think he shares the ad revenue.
Of course he doesn't.
It's not like realistically, apart from the main four that were the main four when I started watching, which was Sean, Chris, John, and Lee. All of the others are like maybe guests. None of them are people that I care that much about.
Yeah, but I think they do contribute to the content. Like if he was just on his own in every single vlog, I don't think half the people would watch.
Yeah.
So
there are people who watch for Crump and people who watch for Turnstiles.
Yeah, so the least he could do, maybe
Are
if
they
he just...
disabled?
Yes, some of them are, yes.
I think the least he could do is arrange some sort of annual mega trip.
Or like a Christmas present.
Yeah, or like an office party.
In the shed.
At Utoxeter, where did they have that event last time and it looked absolutely dead? Yeah,
it was a community centre, wasn't it?
Yeah, Utoxeter Community Centre.
Did they actually have a Christmas party or something there?
It was some sort of party.
Wasn't
it like St. Patrick's Day or something like that?
Yeah, first he did they did a scare attraction in like February.
In February?
Yes.
Why? Why does a scare attraction exist in February?
Why not?
Because they went to some scare attractions in Halloween and thought, I can do this. Rented out borrowed the community centre, and it was like him, Alex Crump. Oh God! I think amazingly, Tom Exley's ex was there as like one of the quote unquote scare actors, and I remember Tom Exley was still vlogging at the time. He went and did the scare attraction. And based on some of the comments, I'm pretty sure that they offered an extreme version where basically you got mauled by the quote unquote scare actors. And from what I can gather from reading comments at the time, I believe Tom Exley may have got a boner from being mauled by his then ex-girlfriend in a scare attraction with Sean Sandbrook. Allegedly.
Is there any proof of this? Where did you read that?
Oh God!
I need to find
This was on Tom Exley's Facebook, which has long since disappeared, I believe. So,
Which does lead us nicely into talking about Temily.
Yeah, what happened to Tom Exley? He just fucking disappeared.
I tell you what happened to Tom Exley. He got a girlfriend. He started getting some. Right,
Yep.
And his girlfriend was like, "I hate theme parks. I don't like you vlogging. It's
Also,
pathetic. It's sad."
We weren't the nicest people in the world to him or her.
Hey, hang about. He's done a lot of shady shit. All right, I'm not going to
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. I'm not going to go into any details, but he's done some shady shit. I think he deserves everything he gets, but that's just my opinion.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Well, I think Tom, he was one of the major players in the UK theme park vlogging.
Definitely.
His channel was still relatively small, but
Can we just talk about the fact that I was in a Theme Park Planet vlog?
you were.
I was.
And who was you hanging around with?
That would be the day I was with Chris Franklin and Tom Exley.
No, and who else?
What do you mean?
Another up and coming vlog channel that Lewis may have referenced last week at the end.
Did I?
Oh.
I did no such thing.
No, right, no. She's lovely.
I think someone used the description harmless, which is probably more offensive than anything I could say.
Lewis.
She's harmless.
Harmless is how you describe someone who's like really retarded, but not the stabby kind of retarded.
Not the stabby kind of retarded?
Yeah.
Define the stabby kind of retarded.
The stabby
kind of retard that stabs you. Do you want me to spell it out?
Be careful using the retarded word because we might get another complaint from the same guy. Right. Anyway, I can't even remember what we was talking about now.
We're talking about Exley and his missus.
Exley, yeah.
Temily.
I've got a confession to make, right? I miss Tom Exley's theme park vlogs. I
yeah,
do.
I've got to admit,
right?
because the theme park worldwide content is getting a bit stale, and it would be nice to take the piss out of someone else for once.
I miss the videos they were making together on the State of Rush YouTube.
Oh yeah, when they done
mean,
that. What's it
Innuendo
called?
Bingo.
Yeah, and the
That was so funny.
is it Chubby Bunny Challenge?
Yeah,
What with the marshmallows?
By the way, the channel we're talking about is called State of Rush.
it is. Because Tom's since started his own band.
One-man band.
Of which he is the sole member.
And he makes his own backing tracks on a computer. Then he goes into an open mic at any shithole he can find.
With his laptop and his guitar.
And then he proceeds to jerk around awkwardly and shout.
Pretty
That's
much.
all music.
I've got quite a few clips of Tom actually performing, so I might just chuck one of them in as well. Back from his Facebook days where he just used to randomly live stream him doing sets of like McBusted.
Link.
How could I forget? It's this my world, and I tattoo every girl. Such a pretty, I'm never gonna get that. Such a pretty silly, cause you're never gonna get that girl, and you're never gonna get the girl.
Yeah, so do you think Tom will ever make a return to vlogging?
I actually
hope
I sort of hope so. Like, as much as we did take the piss out of him a lot.
But do you think that
Yeah.
he's going to have to leave the girlfriend before he returns?
Basically, unfortunately, I don't necessarily even want to wish that sadness on him. I don't know, but
Nah, because he seems really happy.
I just want him back doing vlogs because they
We miss you,
entertain me.
Tom.
You know.
Please come back.
But yeah, I literally think that his I can't say new girlfriend because they've been together for a while now, but
Yeah, to be fair-
she was into like rock stars and musicians, and she thought that theme parks were crap and theme park enthusiasts were tragic, maybe correctly so. But so I think I feel like he's changed his personality to suit what she likes.
Which, to be
Because,
fair, I think all men at some point change something about themselves to
absolutely.
appeal more.
Because
So-
he wanted to get the good bang in that he was so desperately craving and that he mentioned in every single video whenever he went near some dodgems.
Yeah, and by all accounts, he had quite a few unsuccessful relationships before this one.
Definitely a couple that we're aware of, that I'm aware of anyway.
Yeah,
I think I'm aware of 3, maybe?
and they didn't last too long for whatever reasons.
Nah. It's because he's hung. Like, I bet. This is like a statement among enthusiasts now.
He's got the length, but he hasn't got the girth.
Lewis?
Could
Can you
be.
confirm?
I've no idea. What could I confirm the size and shape of Tom Exley's dick? Surprisingly, no, I can't.
No, that's not what I meant.
I miss him, but Jesus Christ.
I think the point what I said was, it's a statement among enthusiasts to have a big dick. Lewis, can you confirm?
What?
And you went,
still-
I don't know how big Tom Exley's dick.
She's calling you an enthusiast.
Oh, okay. No,
think-
and I did mention last week that I don't really consider myself as an enthusiast, but that's something that people like to say, isn't it? Because they don't want to be seen as pathetic nerds. So,
Anyway, that's enough about Temily. The next couple I want to talk about is Andy and BFL.
Oh, God. Can you just call her by her real name, right? Because she's going to be livid.
I don't care. She can threaten to punch me at a theme park or kick my head in. I don't care. I'm brave. I'm feeling brave.
she could organise an event on Facebook to do this.
She could do.
Not that's ever happened before.
But Andy and BFL, I'm not going to explain what BFL means again. If you want to know what that means, go and listen to the last podcast.
I can't believe that you left that in.
Honestly.
Okay.
It was when you messaged us and you were like, I left it in. And we were both like, nah,
If
no,
you're
you didn't.
if you're allowed to talk about autism and Jess is allowed to talk about Chris Franklin, surely I'm allowed to call someone. Anyway, Andy and BFL, otherwise known as Coaster Crazy. What are your thoughts?
Ever since you started exposing them, she seemed quite decent. What the She seemed quite distant. Don't fucking laugh at me.
I'm leaving that in. She's decent.
Wow.
She has seemed quite distant. They're all gonna think I'm a drunkard now.
Just an observation of mine, but why do you think they always look so miserable?
I think it's because they are so miserable.
What makes them miserable? Because
Being
they both
old.
got well-paid jobs.
Each other.
They've got plenty of disposable income. They get to go to
Yeah.
theme parks that other people don't get to go to.
I know you're all jealous because we managed to get to parks and do things that we want to do.
They do, and we're all just jealous.
Exactly. So why Why do they always seem so miserable and so?
I don't know. I think Andy's addressed it, hasn't he? Like he was like, "Oh, it's because I'm from this part of the UK."
Yeah, I'm Northern, so I'm moan.
Well, that's
No,
not true
mate.
because I'm
No,
Northern and I'm.
I'm Northern,
Yeah. Exactly.
No, you're not.
Lewis is putting
Go on.
Morecambe on the map.
But
I guess.
it's only really Andy in the vlogs now, isn't it? And he just complains.
Pretty much. The last couple of vlogs he's done, you literally don't see Lisa.
At all.
Like, she just doesn't... Pretty much. I think there was one, he was at a pier, and Lisa basically spent the entire... It was like a 45-minute vlog, and Lisa was in the arcades the entire time.
Same.
So, yeah. That was the same vlog where he couldn't fit on one of the boosters. Well, one of the boosters. The booster.
Sad.
Yeah, and he rode the Zamperla air race, and it broke down.
Uh,
I'm not saying those two things are connected, but it did break down while he was riding it. That's all I'm saying.
as someone who is also hashtag too fat to ride rides, that's not funny, Lewis.
Slurring your words there a bit.
Shut up.
It's kind of
fine.
funny.
I mean, it's not. I mean, it is because it's not me.
Rob Alvey gets a lot of stick about that, doesn't he? Like, everyone keeps like saying he's too fat to coaster.
I got that, didn't I? When me and Lisa and Andy had that massive argument. I mean, to be fair, I say this: I've never actually been rejected from a ride.
There you go.
Yeah, and is it like, do American coasters cater more for bigger people? Because obviously,
They do in some states. I think California's a lot better for it than Florida is.
I think they're all pretty much
Just with
made
a
to the
tighter
same
squeeze.
specification, aren't they?
No,
No.
especially the Universal rides.
Oh, I mean, Americans are fat, so you do need some
California.
big-ass seats for those guys.
In California, especially the Harry Potter ride, Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, which is in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter in California and in Florida. The one in California has bigger fat people seats. I fit in that,
Nice.
no prob.
Well, just all the seats are like that, or they have
the-
specifically
yeah.
designated fat
They have
person
designated
seats.
fat person seats, but I fit in the normal seats.
do they make you,
That's all right.
I don't fit in the normal seats. I have to go in the fat person seats.
do they make you queue separately as well, just to add to? The
No, they've just got a
embarrassment?
test seat. They've got a test seat outside. You have to sit in that before you can go in.
They don't shame you by making you go in the fat people queue.
Oh no, but they pull you out in the middle of like 3 times. I got pulled at the queue when I went last. When was it? 2016 August. Yeah, I got pulled at the queue 3 times into a test seat. They were like, "Yeah, you need to make sure you can fit." I was like, "Fam, it's just the
3
third
times.
seat I've
They
been
did,
in."
like, we're just triple checking.
And then I got in and I fit fine. But yeah, but I didn't see Andy have any trouble when he was in Florida, did he?
No, it was just
Don't
really, it
think
was just
so.
too hot for him. He was just too hot and humid, and they
fucking
didn't
hot.
tidy up for him.
Right.
Anyway, continuing with couples. What else have we got to say about Andy? and
Is
Lisa?
there any other couples?
Have we
that
finished with Andy and Lisa?
No, I said what else have we got to say about Andy and Lisa?
Oh, okay, fair enough. Maybe we'll finish with Andy and Lisa. I don't know.
Okay. How badly do you think Andy wants to be Sean Sandbrook?
On a scale
Oh,
of
so much.
On a scale of 1 to 100.
at least 10,000. But I think everyone wants to be Sean Sandbrook in the theme park vlogging community.
I was thinking about this earlier. Would Theme Park Worldwide be as successful as if it started like this year?
No, probably not.
No, because he basically cornered the market. He found like a niche that
Yeah,
wasn't
he was
there.
like one of the first. Like
Mm-hmm.
the only other person really in that business at all was Big Alvy.
But he doesn't do vlogs though, does he? So.
Well, no, but you know what I mean, like theme park videos in general.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
And
but-
then those two are like the big players, and now everyone else. Like when I was at Blackpool, I had like 100 cameras in my face, always. I was like, where am I looking? Who am I talking to? Who are you? Whose YouTube channel am I on?
That's the
Yeah.
good point, actually, which I wanted to touch on. But just with you saying the big players, you've just reminded me that I think it was Coaster Crazy's last vlog from a Scarrett's Fun Fair. I forget which one. Probably Milton Keynes. Would make sense. Where
That
he
makes sense to
basically
you, but not
says...
me.
Sure, where he basically says, something along the lines of Slothy Vlogs, Big Perm TV, Sean and me, we're the big players in the Funfair game.
Adam, what are you
And I'm
doing?
like,
Sorry.
what the f*** is he? What are you?
What are you doing?
If I explained it to you, you wouldn't even believe me, so there's no point in explaining.
Now you have to explain it.
I've got like you know I've lost the stand to my microphone.
Yeah,
Yes.
So at the moment it's currently sitting on top of a mug.
right.
Just nestled inside of a mug, nicely.
Okay.
And then I've got like one of them the filter things.
Yeah, I don't have one of those.
Like a pop filter.
Yeah.
And it's got like a clamp on it, and it used to clamp to my desk, but now something must have worn away, and it doesn't clamp to my desk anymore.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Just like Just hold it in front of your face. It'll be fine.
Well, I was going to do that, but then I had a full bottle of water, and I tried clamping it to the top of the bottle.
Right.
Well, it kind of worked pretty well. So it's clamped to the top of the bottle, but I was thirsty, so I had to get a drink. So I had to unclamp it, pour out the drink, and then clamp it back on again. And I was trying to do it discreetly so that he wouldn't even realise, but obviously
It's not possible.
I was making more noise than I thought.
You got to leave this shit in, man.
Hilarious.
But obviously, I've got to stay hydrated. That's the most important thing.
See, I keep muting myself when I drink my vodka because I drink like an animal. Like, I sound like an animal when I drink. I've got a loud throat.
Oh, well then.
That wasn't even meant to be funny. It was just an elf.
Moving on.
Yeah, what was you saying?
The 4 people that Andy said were big in the game.
No, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
But we're the big players in the Funfair game. I don't have a point to make about that other than it amused me.
And no offence to, like, I know Sloppy Vlogs, he's a nice fellow, but he's got like...
Yeah, and he makes decent vlogs.
Yeah, he's got like 1,100 subscribers, so if you're listening and you're not subscribed to Sloppy Vlogs, go and give him a sub. He'd absolutely love it. And he makes more like family-focused vlogs, I'd say.
Yeah. Well, he's got kids. You know, he's a dad. He's got kids. So a
Yeah.
lot of his vlogs, he takes his family with him.
He's gonna come
so,
that you've
like-
just shouted him out though.
He probably doesn't even listen to me anymore. He's lost faith.
We've all lost faith.
Dave, if you are
Yeah, you
listening,
know.
there's your shout out, mate. All right, stop harassing me. He used to message me. He used to message me like after every video saying, "Make a video about me, make a video about me," and I just couldn't do it to him because he was just too nice.
Yeah.
When's that ever stopped you?
When have I ever made a negative video about a nice person?
All of them.
Yeah, not sure about the nice people bit. I don't
Oh,
think
they're
most
not.
of them.
They're
Most
not
of them.
horrific people, are they?
I mean,
Sean Sandbrook,
know.
not a bad lad, is he?
No, but Sean allows people that are bad people to appear on his channel.
which we'll cover in a future episode.
So for that, he's bad. Sean
He's
is a
a
yeah.
Sean is a bad man.
co-conspirator.
Yeah, that's the. term
But yeah,
I'm looking for.
Slothy vlogs. That his vlogs are pretty decent. Big Perm TV. He's sort of a
quite-
newcomer to the scene.
Exactly,
He turned up-
he's a newcomer, so how can he be a big player in the game?
I'm not sure Andy understood the real concept of big players.
No,
But also in the Funfair game, that's a pretty small game, really, isn't it? In the Funfair vlogging
Whoa,
game.
don't say anything negative about the Funfair crowd. They will lynch you.
No, I'm not referring to like the Funfair
Oh, we'll get
like,
fucking
operating
attacked
community.
now. No way.
Don't say the P
I'm
word.
not as if I would. Who do you think I am, Lisa? No, the Funfair vlogging game isn't exactly hugely populated, is it? That's all I'm saying.
No.
But Big Perm, his vlogs are pretty decent. He's a sweary northerner who goes on rides and
Hey.
shouts, "Oh hell!" and just
That's me.
terrified the whole time, and it's amazing.
Relatable.
I do have a
That's
soft spot for his
relatable
vlogs.
content.
But yeah, I just that amused me.
But
But
if
also,
you-
Jess, you were saying about you went to when you were in Blackpool, everyone had cameras.
Yeah,
and you weren't
everyone
sure which
we were
way
with
to
had
look.
cameras.
Because everyone's got a vlogging channel these
Yeah,
days.
so we had Tom Exley there, Chris Franklin, Baxi Blackout, and then Heather Mitchell. She had her camera out,
Woohoo!
and Charlotte.
Was she vlogging back then?
Yeah, I'm in a vlog.
Oh wow.
Link it below.
Okay.
Do not link it below. And Charlotte, the girl with the short blonde hair, she had a channel with Louise, and they were all filming as well. So I had like 7 different cameras to look at, and I was like, what?
See, I haven't been to a major UK theme park for a good at least 5 years, so I've never actually witnessed vlogging in person.
It's
Not me either.
low-key embarrassing. As someone who has been vlogged and vlogged herself, it's not the most comfortable thing to do.
And with all the chavvy dickheads at theme parks these days, I'm surprised that these vloggers don't get terrorised more. Like back in the
Right,
day,
I've not been
Actually, it's
to-
a good point.
back in the day
That's a
when
good
I was
point.
when I was a chavvy, if I saw these vloggers talking into a camera, I would have found something and I would have launched it straight at them.
Yeah, that's because
totally.
you're a bell end.
It's true, because you'd expect that they'd all be like, "Oh yeah, mate, what you doing, you kid, talking into a camera? Who the fuck you think you are, you bellend?" And
That's exactly what Adam sounds like, and still to this day sounds like.
what, he was a northern chav.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just what all chavs sound like.
What are you on about?
The northern ones do.
What you on
surprisingly.
about?
What the f*** are you talking about?
What the f*** are you talking about?
Leave it out.
Shut up.
All right, well, okay. The ones that you would have been around would have been like, "Hey, bruv, what is you doing with that camera?"
I've never heard of any instances where vloggers have been attacked.
Nah,
Which is
ever.
quite-
Not like any vlogger. I watch quite a lot of
quite
vloggers.
strange, considering there's like Blackpool Grime Media.
BGM.
If they was ever on the park the same day where like Sean and the gang was, there's going to be something's going
Who
to
was
kick
it?
off.
Was it Jordan Luke who posted in Meme Park?
Oh,
and
he
was like,
saw. Didn't he see?
I saw a little T at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
so
be so excited.
See, I wouldn't.
Apart from the fact that he's 30.
I would have went.
illegal.
I would have
Makes
went.
it.
I would have went through the fucking drive-through.
That must be nice. I can't drive. And I can't walk through the drive-through. That's an arrestable offence.
you've tried.
I was really drunk, to be fair. And I got at the first window and they were like, go inside. I was like, no. They were like, we're going to ring the police if you don't go inside. I was like, oh, I should probably go inside.
So what? McDonald's was open. You could actually go in the restaurant, but you just chose to go. through
Yeah,
the
because there was a big queue inside.
Oh, makes sense.
There was no queue at the drive-through. I was like, fam, hit me up. Give me them chicken nuggets.
None of that breaded shit.
None of them breadcrumbs. Give me the 100% chicken breast, chicken nugget, please. 20 of them.
They're not 100% breast.
They're not allowed to say 100% breast if it's not 100% breast. It's illegal to do that.
Yeah, but who's actually checking? It wasn't so long ago that people was having horse in their food.
Jesus Christ.
Well, if you got in one of those little like kiddie ride-on cars though, and you like made the noises, do you think that would fool them and they'd
I've
let you go
seen-
through the drive?
I've seen two people. I've seen someone giving a piggyback to someone trying to go through.
I mean, my friend rode a horse through the drive-through.
And did
And
they? Did
the
they?
results
let
were-
her?
They served her, yeah.
Fuck off! That's not driving.
I think they were just shocked that she did it.
It's a mode of transportation.
And they were like, "Fucking hell, like, you're brave. Like, we'll give you the chips." I'm from
chips.
fucking Newcastle. Riding a horse through the drive-through is not the weirdest thing you've ever seen.
No, maybe not. But I mean, it's the 21st century. Who thinks that a horse is a valid method of transportation in this day and age? I don't know.
Several people I know are big horsey fans. Isn't Caitlin Day a big horse?
Horsey fans? Is that the technical term?
Horsey. horsey.
Yeah, Caitlin Day loves to ride.
Oh.
I didn't say what she likes to ride. I'm just saying she's renowned.
Horses, obvs. I mean, horsey girls are usually, they have a reputation for being filth.
Good at riding.
Right.
I used to have a friend that rode horses, and she had a nice arse, and I think it's something to do with the constant riding of the horses that makes their asses nice. I don't know.
Yeah, it works the arse muscles. It's like doing a lot of squats, isn't it? You know, it kind of...
Feeling very respected right now.
girls who ride horses, there's the whole...
It hurts.
You know what I mean?
never
No,
ridden a
it's
horse?
I can't think. No, I can't even think of the word for it. It's what is it? It's like the old cliche. It's kind of like a thing that girls who ride horses get sexual pleasure from the feeling of slapping against the saddle repeatedly.
As someone who's ridden a horse, can confirm.
Yeah,
I've never felt
but
sexual pleasure from riding a horse.
Surely, if they did get any sexual pleasure from it, then they wouldn't be able to ride the horse.
Or
Yeah,
that
it'd be
it
no
just
fun riding a
enhances
horse
the
when it's
enjoyment.
coming all the whole time.
Well, I mean, they do seem to love riding horses.
Yeah,
you know.
they keep going back for more.
And they do have like really close bonds with their horses.
Yeah, a bit
So,
too
you know.
close. Bit too close.
So they've possibly been introduced to sexual pleasure at an early age.
Hang about, right.
And they might be a bit on the posh side.
I
Conversation.
know. We spoke about McDonald's and people getting turned on by horses.
Oh, fucking hell! This podcast has gone sideways really quickly.
Right, we did have an actual question from a viewer left in the
we?
comments section. Yeah, but we have kind of covered it.
Okay, what was the question?
They said, who would you say are the worst theme park vloggers and who are the best?
I don't know if we've kind of half covered that, or have we sort of touched on it, but
Yeah.
that's a tricky one. I'll let you guys go first because I'm not sure I want to touch this one.
Nobody's going to believe me when I say this, but my favourite theme park vloggers are actually Theme Park Worldwide.
Yeah,
It's a bit of a love-hate relationship, but
I can see why you'd say that.
for entertainment value alone,
Yes.
they're by far the best. They go
Yeah, because
to,
you've got so much cringeworthy fun.
exactly, and they go to places. I don't want to see Blackpool Pleasure Beach every 2 minutes. They
You
go
want to see mega trips?
Yeah, they go to Dubai. They go
Dubai.
Boy.
yeah, and just think now that Sean's not working, think of all the other places they're going to go. It's already been
There's
loads
an America
of trips.
mega trip this year, isn't
Yeah,
there?
exactly. They're going to parks
Yep.
at Theme Park Worldwide I've never been to, and I, for one, can't fucking wait.
Yeah, that's good.
I do realise I sounded quite excited when I said that, and I don't even know why. That's what they do to me.
Oh, that is the single best quote I think I've ever heard.
Oh, Jess is
Oh
gone.
shit!
That wasn't
Wow.
that wasn't even meant to be funny. I was just getting passionate.
You just said something enthusiastic that was related to theme parks.
Stop talking.
Does that make me a theme park enthusiast?
I don't know. I think you might be starting to turn.
I'm dying. I'm okay.
Oh, someone needs to send that clip to Sandbrook. He will
He'll
die
come.
with happiness. He will. He'll just, whatever he's doing, instantly, he'll just like jizz at that very moment.
He'll probably be eating some fucking nuggets at the time.
He will. He'll jizz and he'll shout Shambhala at that moment. And he'll feel like he's conquered the world,
Worldwide.
knowing that his biggest critic has just said that I, for one, can't wait for this new season of Theme Park Worldwide vlogs.
Stop him
And
off.
meant it.
I did.
He did.
But that just goes to
He
show.
sounded so fucking excited.
But that just goes to show how everyone else is. I'm not naming people directly, but people need to up their game, I think.
Yeah,
There is a
people-
lot of out there.
Like, if I was going to vlog, I'd try and do something. I don't know what it would be, but I'd try and do something that made me different from everybody else.
See, I used to really, really like Backseat Blackout.
Yeah, me too. Admittedly,
They were well funny.
when I didn't know anything about anybody, they did stand out to
They were well funny. They were just lads.
decent. Yeah.
They had good banter. They got no banter now. They don't.
I just spat out some drink then.
Please don't spit drink onto your laptop.
Oh no! Luckily, I
God's sake.
was facing the other way.
That's just my opinion. That the banter's changed.
Yeah, I like the fact that when they haven't got anything to upload, Chris is trying a few different videos. Like he made one about the history of roller coasters a few months ago.
Oh, but those are. I liked
And
those.
yeah,
videos.
I watched it, and to be fair, I thought, well, it's not the best, but it's different.
It's interesting.
Haven't they started doing a few gaming videos as well? It's a little bit left field for a theme park vlogging channel. I mean, I can't.
Yeah.
I've got a shitty little gaming channel. Link will be in the description, hopefully, thanks to Moss. If you want to hear me talk bollocks while being bad at playing video games, go and check it out.
They're
But
not very
that's,
good. I wouldn't watch them.
Thank you. But
To be honest, when I first started making YouTube videos, I wanted to be a FIFA YouTuber.
You want it to be a sideman.
whoa.
Genuinely, I actually made a few FIFA videos, and they were shockingly bad.
Oh my god, Adam Moss wanted to be a sideman.
You had to abandon your dreams.
Somehow, I'm hosting UK's most popular theme park-based podcast.
That's the
That's not a bad,
strangest
it's not a bad
sentence to
gig,
hear.
really, is it?
We only uploaded it yesterday.
Hmm.
I say we as if we did anything.
This podcast would be nothing without you two. I feel like I'm just being carried all the way.
Honestly, I feel like Lewis carries this a lot.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad.
Don't.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that's thinking that.
Yeah, Lewis carries it a lot. I just laugh and swear a lot. Everyone's here for the Chris Franklin stuff, so I'm glad I brought that to the table.
It's really nice of you guys to say that, but at the end of the day, I think we all bounce off each other, and I think it wouldn't
that's why
work
we're friends,
like this
isn't
if
it?
there wasn't three of us here. So
Are we friends? Is that what we are?
I think we're friends because when in our group chat we can pretty much say anything, and
It's
we don't get judged.
It's just acceptable, isn't it?
yeah.
I say some pretty weird shit in that chat.
Shall we see if
I
we
think
can
we
find
all
a
do.
weird Moss?
I started writing limericks the other day. Theme Park Worldwide limericks.
No, you didn't.
Some of those were pretty good, actually.
Was
They
I
were pretty
gone?
good.
You couldn't miss it. There was like about 10 paragraphs of Theme Park Worldwide limericks.
And they were all in block capitals as well. They were like really hard to miss. They were like shouty limericks.
Oh, did I miss them?
Yeah, they're there.
If you
still.
scroll, you'll find them. But aren't they going to feature in an upcoming video? Or have you
They
abandoned
were,
the idea
yeah,
of making proper videos now and you're just going to do podcasts because it doesn't need to be a lot of planning?
That's
so.
where the money is. Like, my friends who've been like, oh, what you doing? And I'm like, oh, recording. Like, I'm recording a podcast with my friends. They're like, oh, what do you talk about? And I'm like, oh, we take the piss out of theme park vloggers. And they're like,
What's a theme park vlogger, firstly?
yeah. I'm like, right, okay, I've got to explain this. And then I've got to explain why we are the way we are.
Yeah, you've basically got to show someone Moss's channel and then make them watch every video from beginning to end.
But then
so
a
that
lot
they
of my
understand the
friends-
context of everything that happened. And
Yeah,
A lot
basically.
of my friends who saw the trailer were like, mate, we watched his videos. They had no idea what was going on. But they were like, nah, he's funny. He sounds funny. You do sound funny to me.
sounds funny.
He does, though, innit? He does.
That's because you're all just because you're all Geordies and he's Southern. That doesn't automatically make comedy. I mean, yeah, granted, he's a funny guy, but
Yeah, but he just sounds funny, innit?
it just sounds funny, innit, mate?
We all speak to each other, and we all, especially if you got another Geordie on here, you'd be able to understand a word I was saying.
Yeah, you've only said the word Hawaii. Is it Hawaii? Hawaii? You've only said
You mean
that
Hawaii?
like Hawaii.
Howie, man.
You've only said that like once or twice, and I'm quite surprised. Well done.
Oh, no, I've been putting my telephone voice on.
And you hardly ever reference stotty cakes or whatever.
A what?
I mean, what do you mean, what? Do you don't know what a stike cake is?
Oh, here we go.
Are you
No.
serious? Are you not joking?
I'm 100% serious. I know quite a lot of the Newcastle stereotypes, but that one has evaded me.
He doesn't know what a stotty cake is, Lewis, yeah? I can't be dealing with this, mate.
I'm not totally familiar with a stotty cake, but
What do you mean, man? Right, Google a photo of a stotty cake, right?
I was spelling this STOTTY.
Nah, STOTTIE.
that's the one. I've actually got somewhere a Geordie phrase book that was given to me by a friend from the Northeast a few years ago. And
That
Do you
looks
want to get
found
out? We'll take the piss out of it.
I don't know where it is, but like, yeah, I found it.
It's
not
just
long ago and I was
basically-
like, oh shit.
It's a circular loaf of bread.
Yeah,
Exciting.
but it's
What?
just different bread, fam. It's like different.
Yeah, but bread, but they call it a cake.
Yeah, stotty cake.
Oh, I've got me
Stotty
cake.
cake.
Oh, this
You
is a
get
little
two.
disco
You get
liquor.
2 for $1.50 from Greggs. It's the best bread ever.
So a stotty cake is a round loaf.
But they only sell it in the Greggs up north.
I'm not
Well,
too.
yeah,
I'm
clearly.
not too bothered about that.
That's because you haven't tried it, fam.
It's bread. I've tried bread.
That's not. It's not.
What do they do to this fucking bread?
I've tried bread.
It's not. You don't understand. I'll post you some.
I don't know if bread posts. Does
Okay. Well, no, stotty cake lasts a while. It lasts like a week and a half.
It looks from the pictures.
Jesus
looks quite,
Christ.
It looks quite like stodgy on the inside.
It's massive. Like it's thick bread. It's thick with 2 T's.
What are you meant to do with it?
Damn.
Eat it, fam.
You know,
Yeah,
really
but
loud.
it just
Revelation there.
it just looks like a giant burger bun. So how do you like? What's the portion? Do you have to take like little wedges? Like
So I cut it like a pizza, and then you cut through the middle. So you've got the cooked bit of bread on the outsides, on both sides.
Cooked.
coops.
She's getting more Geordie as the drinks go down.
Definitely.
Shut up. Like the baked bits of bread on the outside, and then obviously the bread.
The stodgy bit on the inside.
Off. I don't even know how to explain it, man.
Because we don't want to get into the argument about what people call buns. You know
It's
what I
a
mean?
bun, innit,
'Cause,
fam?
It's a fucking
yeah,
roll, all right?
Oh, God.
Get a fucking bacon roll down here.
It's a fucking bacon butty, though, innit?
I'm not having this conversation.
Right.
We have
Yeah, 'cause
gone
everyone was
way
like,
sideways
"Oh,
again.
Yeah, we always do this. Again, I'm just going to point out. Remember when I said we should sidetrack?
You should what?
Yeah.
Remember when you
Classic.
said...
Remember when you both f***ed off and died?
I don't remember that, no, actually.
Stop being cheeky.
was that?
I am getting more Geordie with that.
Shitty? Shitty?
Oh, fuck off, I don't sound
You sound
like...
like fucking chicken.
Rude.
Right. Anyway, back to the time when I got really passionate about Theme Park Worldwide. No, neither
God,
of you,
that feels like 20
Oh,
minutes
remember
ago.
that? Yeah, I remember that. That's because it was, yeah.
neither of you two said anything about your favourites and.
I did, I was talking about Backseat Blackout.
Oh, you
About
just
how
said,
you used to like
just-
them, but now you think they're
I didn't say I thought they were
Yeah, you did. They were your exact words.
they've lost
No,
the
no.
banter.
Yeah, I didn't say they were I just said banter, and that's what I liked about them, so I don't enjoy it anymore.
I think this is a
think that was
difficult
quite
subject.
Yeah, because we can't talk about these people without offending somebody.
We're going to
Exactly.
offend someone.
Feelings are going to get hurt. Do you think the theme park community is sort of like a hippie community? Like nobody wants to offend anybody. They're all just all about the love.
Yeah, but it's isn't it?
They're all about.
I touched on this last week, that there's so much arse kissing goes on in the community.
Like, I'm
again-
annoyed that, like, I read the comments for the first podcast, like, hourly, and I'm waiting for someone to say, like, do this next time, it would be better, or,
The only thing like that I got was don't cover up all the swear words.
sorry.
Ad-friendly content.
Yeah, I was quite proud of my work. I know
what you want.
I missed one or two, I think.
You
but-
missed, literally, I
Yeah,
was
but
in,
if-
I was in the bath yesterday listening to it, and I just heard, and I was like, oh, that's me.
But a few's all right, so
Yeah, you can get away with a few.
just not like Jess level swearing, that's all.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What did you say? It was like over 100 that you edited. Mm-hmm. I'm making a conscious effort not to swear, but I've had a drink, so.
So the person that sent in the question, we're not really going to answer the question.
We're gonna like tiptoe around the issue a little bit, I think, because
Right, no, I don't think we should tiptoe around the issue, because we haven't
Okay. Here's a question then. Is there any theme park vloggers that you think definitely 100% deserve more subscribers?
that
I don't think
deserve
there is.
more. I think maybe Big Perm deserves more.
Anyone else?
I've never watched a theme park vlogger and been like, this is good content that deserves money and fame, and like I totally fell into this community by accident.
Yeah, but is there?
And-
Do you still watch vlogs then? Who do you actually watch at the moment?
Pretty much no one.
Wow. I'm the opposite of that. I literally pretty much will watch any old if it's a theme park vlog.
But I used to be like that.
Maybe people in the comments could give us some suggestions for channels for us to review,
Yeah, give us some to do.
and then we'll watch like one of their latest vlogs and then give our opinion.
And then shit all over it.
yeah, you're going down.
It's not even. It's
How
not even
brave
like
are
I'm
you
not
feeling?
interested in theme parks or anything anymore, because I still love theme parks. When I had more planned, especially in the last couple of years, when I had so many theme park trips planned, it was fun to watch theme park vlogs. I think the only like theme park type vlogs I watch now are Disney vlogs. Yeah, I watch a lot of Disney vloggers. Like, a lot. Like, over 100 Disney vloggers.
How much can they say about fucking Disney? It's just,
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if they're saying the same things. I just like seeing people experiencing Disney. That's my thing, innit? I like
You're a
Disney.
Disney enthusiast.
oh, Disney.
I mean, I've never sounded like that, have I?
Anyway, do you actually watch any theme park review videos?
No. I'd rather die, innit?
But I kind of get the impression that they're kind of unavoidable if you want to see a particular ride.
No. I would rather die.
Kind of. I used to watch quite a lot of their videos before I discovered theme park vlogs, and I just wanted to watch like videos of roller coasters and stuff. Yeah, because they were like the best quality videos around in terms of just having a stable camera and high quality footage. You've also got what's the other channel, Coaster Force. They've also got loads of videos of on-ride POVs and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot
I'm
of
more
people don't like
inclined
the Valve
to click
that
on a
really,
coaster
so.
course on a
Coaster course.
coaster force. Fucking hell, a coaster force video.
Whoa.
on a-
We're doing quite well with this
theme
not
park.
swearing.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, immensely.
Right, I'm just not speaking anymore.
Yeah, I think it's for the best.
Piss off and die.
See what I mean? She's so aggressive with her comebacks.
She really is. Yeah.
You need to work on your anger
So
issues.
far, all of the theme park vloggers that I've found are Theme Park Worldwide, that I'm subscribed to, Backseat Blackout, Theme Park Planet, HM Coasters.
But Theme Park Planet still exists, or does it? This is the question.
Yeah.
And Chris Franklin. I am subscribed to him, apparently. Unsubscribed.
Yeah, he's not really a
know-
vlogger,
you know-
is he? He just pops up every like 3 months and goes, "Hi guys,
Have you
I'm
heard
gonna be
the,
walking around Wicksteed Park." Yeah, go on.
Excellent. Is there anything else left to talk about this week? Because I think we've got enough now.
I posted in Meme Park and was like, we're recording episode 2 of the podcast tonight. Anything you want us to talk about, say now.
Yeah,
Everyone was
Everyone
like,
just wanted
"Oh,
Franklin
Franklin."
details, didn't they?
Yeah. Did I even give them any details? Oh, I said he was hung, didn't I?
People probably want to know, did he go in bareback?
Oh, man. The problem now is that you're making me and everyone else picture it, and I didn't want to have to do that.
Adam?
Hi guys.
No, he's
I
definitely...
haven't got any rubbers. So yeah.
That's actually spot on. No,
Like,
he's-
did he kind of make a weird sort of sound? Was he like, was that like how it sounded? Because he like laughs awkwardly after he says and does everything. So you know.
He doesn't laugh awkwardly when he...
I'm gonna go and wipe my dick on the curtains now, guys.
I don't think he wiped his dick on my Travelodge curtains either.
I thought it was his room.
No, it was mine. He was with his parents.
Franklin's mum was there. Go on, son. Because she sounds and looks exactly like Chris Franklin, but old.
Stop. Oh. I was nearly sick then. I was laughing so much. What the...
Well, there you go. Now we've got the hilarious extras to round out the podcast once again. So,
Extras, he's putting this in the podcast?
yeah, but to round off, like last
Nah,
time.
this isn't rounding off. This is the whole flesh of the podcast.
See, now I'm gonna now there's this expectation that I'm gonna do an impression of a different theme park enthusiast every week. I think it's been a weird one this week.
Yeah.
This is our second time doing this. It's been weird. I hope it's been as weird for the listeners as it has for us, and I hope everyone's enjoyed it. You know,
I didn't enjoy it.
leave a like, subscribe, do all that usual good stuff because it makes us get a semi. So yeah,
I mean, that's not possible for me.
don't lie.
I mean, you can ask Chris Franklin if you want.
No,
I've
it's all right.
definitely got a vagina. I can send you... No, I'm not going to send you anything.
See, Lewis...
Please don't.
Lewis done a nice outro there, and then you just would have made it weird.
F you. He said it gives you the semi. I was like, well, no, I don't have a so I can't get a semi. That's not weird.
It's biology.
That's not
Well,
weird.
a semi wide on then, whatever girls get. It's, you know.
Wide on. What the f*** is a
girls
wide
get?
on?
You never heard of a wide
when
on?
No?
Oh Jesus! And you reckon you're from the north now?
What the f*** is a wide on?
It's the female equivalent
your
of a hard
parents.
on. Yeah.
My mum's dead, Lewis, so...
Oh yeah.
I wasn't laughing at that. Oh God, that sounds
Yes,
terrible.
you were.
No, I really wasn't.
It's okay. And on that bombshell.
And on that bombshell, don't miss next week's episode.
Now it's time for all that extra shizzle my nizzle. Enjoy.
I think we had Lewis last time finishing the vlog. Like,
The vlog?
the vlog shit.
The vlog.
The vlog.
Going
It's
to
not
be
a vlog.
recording this vlog.
Right. I often have Witherspoon's hot dogs in my mouth. It's been about a year since I had, well, nearly a year since I had Chris Franklin's cock in my mouth. Do you Chris laugh again?
No thanks. You good? You've had enough Franklin for one night.
Put that in the trailer as well.
I think
that
I've got-
laugh was paedophilic.
It's
Did you
already-
just come?
That was a sound.
See,
The important bit was you showed Mickey Mouse loads of photos of your tits.
yeah.
Basically.
Don't shag a personality, do you? Shagging the cock. It was f***ing bull. We haven't talked about anything important at all.
No, I can't.
That's not a podcast.
It got really strange for me when we started talking about people being attracted to horses.
Are you leaving that in?
Yeah, probably. I was debating whether or not to make like a separate video just because of the sheer volume of like evidence I've got. I don't think we're going to be able to get it all in.
That's what she said.
Fuck's sake.